okay, he's just bossing me around. Okay, I was about ready to start crying. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Mr. Walmart will say Francis. Yeah.
So I'm gonna come.
Okay. Walking in late, so if you haven't heard me, and I got this pink earring up here. It's a pink little hoop. It's kind of a plastic or pearl. It's a pure earring and it has some black pony beads in it. So, you check your ear. You're missing an earring, I have it up here. And there's coffee and rolls, coffee over here, rolls and the coffee there, yeah. And when you get done with your napkins and stuff, put them in the trash cans at the end of the hall. We're sure appreciate it. That'll make it easier for our maintenance department to clean up and get over to the powwow. Some of them are riding in the rodeo, and some of them are going to be in a powwow, and some of them are playing ball in the softball tournament. $10,000 first place in the softball tournament. I think Rosebud and Pine Ridge are the only ones that still have fast pitch softball tournaments, so it's going to be really exciting over there. And there was a time in the beginning we tried to have an honor song for all graduates from Sinte Gleska at the powwow, but it got too scattered. Only one or two would show up, and so eventually the arena director powwow committee didn't include it on the agenda. But it would be nice if we had all of you graduates today at the powwow. Let us know we can have a grand entry or have the honor song for all of you. It's quite an accomplishment for you. Okay? Just a thought, just a thought. Well, hello to all of you. I hope you got your coffee. I hope you got your rolls. And our dignified guests are up on the stage with us, and we'll be starting around 10:30. So it's 10:04 now. So you still got time to make a mad dash to the restroom and check your makeup. Put some more glue on your eyelashes, because if you come across the stage and your eyelashes are hanging down, it look like you're winking at me, and I'll start blushing. And after you get done eating rolls and coffee, your lip liner starts running too. So, and I'm talking to the guys, not the girls. Okay. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm trying to get you guys to smile, but you're all eating. I always say when the Indians are eating and they're chewing food, their ears lock up so they can't hear anything. And we're going to be live on the air at www.sgu.edu.com. So you could message home to your families at home. They can watch it live. www.sgu.edu.com. Okay? Those are our incidentals. And once again, all human services graduates, we need to meet in room 129. I'll keep saying that until we get it done. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Okay, for instructions? Okay. Okay, now we need to have all the graduates in the lobby area on the north side. All the graduates in the lobby area on the north side for instructions. This is Midas Gunhammer. All of you guys that go into financial aid, you know Midas. Happy birthday, Midas. Happy birthday, Midas. Happy birthday to Midas. Happy birthday to you. You need to do anything about computers, talk to Midas. No, it was his birthday a couple days ago, so I wasn't here to sing for him, so I'm singing for him today. So all the graduates, we need you in the north hallway. right now. Okay, this is the final notice. All the graduates are lining up in the hallway now, so for our grand entry. All the graduates are lining up. Class of 2024, we need you to the hallway to get within your department. We got about 15 minutes until graduation starts, so in the meantime, we'll ask the Red Leaf Singers to sing a drum song here to get your attention. We want to get all the graduates in the hallway to line up. They're lining you up by department now. That's ABE, bachelor's, master's, certificates. Okay? And again, we'll be live on the air at www.sgu.edu.com. When this little lady comes up here, it means that all the graduates are not out there yet. So, all graduates in the hallway, please, 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 pretty please. I tell my little 5-year-old granddaughter, she wants to say, Papa, I want this. I said, what's the magic word? She said, please, pretty please. Then Papa gets it for her. That's a profound statement in Lakota. When our grandchildren ask for something, we do everything we can to get it for them. So grandparents are here to spoil grandchildren. We even have one of the moms and dads of our grandkids, they gave us a Christmas present that says, there's a rug right in front of the door that says, this home is for grandparents to spoil the grandkids. And we do. So one more time, all the graduates in the hallways, we can line you up by department. Honor guard. We have some Akichitas in the Marines, Army, Air Force, and Navy. We'll be starting right at 10:30. Okay? Okay. Okay, we'll have a drum song at this time, so just stay in your chair, don't move, don't do nothing. It's not the grand entry song. The next song after this will be the grand entry song. And if anybody needs Crystal White, she's over to the powwow grounds. Oh, she was going to be. This is just a drum song. In days of old, when something was going to happen, the leaders would tell the Apple House and others to get a drum out there to sing a song to gather the people together in the center of the village because something's going to happen. It's something very important. So with that in mind, I asked him to sing a drum song, and we're going to, after that, we'll have the grand entry song. So final call for all graduates, be in the hallway, and all of you, if you need to make a room to the little boys' room, little girls' room, now's your chance to do so. Go get it done, wash your hands, and come back. Thank you. Okay, chonchagolo. No. Well, you can throw some more in there if you got more. I think that's going to stay lit. So this one stays lit for the grand entry anyway. Testing. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we're just about ready to begin the 51st annual commencement exercises here at Sinte Gleska University. It started way back in the day, humble beginnings, with we only had 1 or 2 graduates in our first session, first commencement exercise. And we've grown to over 100 here for this year. But the enrollment processes are still going on, and so next year at this time, maybe we'll have twice that number. It all depends on how you believe in education, what it provides for our future. So always remember that. Sinte Gleska College had a humble beginning. Our commencement exercises also had a humble beginning. Such is the way of our Lakota people. Lakota chatakomene, ushitashatakuku yuha, shutana ukiksiabna, sol uyapelo. Our elders know, they remember all the humble beginnings that we had. All right, okay. Before we start, again, a final reminder, we're going to be live on www.sgu.edu.com, okay? And we're going to we have spirituality is very central to all that we do, everything we do here. Spirituality helped to begin the institution through ceremony. And so spirituality continues to be amongst us here in the institution. And so with that in mind, during our prayers, we're asking our grandfathers to come and be with us and bless this activity. So your photographers, all of you have cameras on your phone. During the prayer, no recording, please. And hopefully they'll put the live broadcast on pause at the same time and put a vocal excuse on her as to prayer, spirituality, no filming during the prayer, okay? So we appreciate your cooperation and believe in our way for that one moment when you do that, because that's very important, because that's what helped keep this institution going. So with that in mind, we're going to have a grand entry song, and then we're going to have a flag song and a victory song, and so you're going to be standing all that time. So those of you wearing hearing aids, turn them down. because when everybody stands up, you're going to hear their knees popping, their elbows popping, their hips popping. Then you're going to get hungry for Snap, Crackle, Pop cereal. Okay, so with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, today's commencement exercise is dedicated to the memory of Phil Barrett. And we'll have a little talk on him. And also to Shannon, Mr. Grant, for his 15 years of service. And also Shirley Spotted-Tail, her 12 collective years of service to Sinte Gleska University. And again, that's spirituality, remembering those who were involved in our institution that have gone on to the spirit world, the land beyond the stars. So they are here with us in spirit yet. And welcome to all the dignitaries that are here, and especially I have my sister Lois Long over here. She's one of our latest recipients of an honorary doctorate degree here at Sinte Gleska University. So, hi Lois, let's give her a nice round of applause. She's over here. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, let's snap, crackle, pop. Everybody stand, if you would please. Toro aki binashi po wada wos behuni kapena yori hake. Okay. Leading the way in our grand entry is the Eagle Feather Staff that flies for the leadership, for the students of Sinte Gleska University. And the students' lance is also leading the way. That represents all the students of Sinte Gleska University, past, present, and future. And our royal team, Sydney Hochterkamp, and our acting president, Ted Hamilton, and the president of South Dakota State University, a member of the Sichaku Lakotoyate, President Barry Dunn. Hoya! Get a step, Maurice. Get a step. We make a circle that all that we do. Chagaleska trokashtu karat. Ta kuyuha. Wichoni uyuha bena chagaleska. Ihak ha troka hechalo. The supreme circle of life. It's what we began from birth until we leave this world. So we make a circle to bring more sacredness to our spirituality here with this exercise. How about a big round of applause for our grand entry? Oh boy, that's louder than a snap, crackle, pop. That's good. Thank you. Remain standing. As I said, you're going to be standing for a while, so remain standing. Otherwise, you'll be, well, I better not say anything about the one sitting in the bleachers, but it's pretty rough sitting up there. So I welcome to all of our stage, all of our dignified guests up here on the stage as we have a flag song. To remember, many of our graduates joined the military or retired from the military, became students here at Sinte Gleska, so we want to honor them, and also that this flag flies over the great country of ours. And in the flag song, we include an honor to the Eagle Feather staff and the student lads. We include that because of the flag of our country. I was just remembering way back in the early mid-70s, we had the Eagle Feather staff came in at the graduation over at the old Veterans Building in St. Francis. And the Legionnaires were a little upset because we put the Eagle Feather staff before the flag. And so we had a discussion, and it was decided that the Eagle Feather staff should go first because this is a Lakota institution. We have Lakota warriors carrying all the flags and everything. So, and it takes precedence because it's, we are Lakota on Lakota land. So ever since those days, the Eagle Feather staff has led the way. Not to take away the importance of the red, white, and blue, because many of us volunteered to defend that flag. And our grandmothers picked it up off the battlefield at Greasy Grass and said, this flag belongs to us. It'll never touch the ground again. And so with that in mind, we honor all of our veterans. And so we asked Red Leaf Singers to sing a flag song. This used to be done by a descendant of Chief Spotted Tail, Charlie Spotted Tail, who has gone on to the spirit world to his rest. So Red Leaf Singers, if you would please, Wapaholoana Akichitaloa, flag song and veteran song. Hey, hey. Go into a veteran song. Akichita Ta'uloa. I remember those warriors, men and women in the armed forces, past, present, and future. Some members of our founding board of directors. Bill Menard served in World War II. Ed Chargedout served in Vietnam. yeah! Oh, yeah! Vietnam was a terrible war. Many of our friends fell in Vietnam. From the Chichago Lakota Yatin, Gabriel Tuigo, and Larry Wayne LaPointe sacrificed their lives in Vietnam. Yeah. Vietnam was a terrible war. Many of our friends fell in Vietnam. And again, please remain standing as we have our blessing prayer for our commencement exercises today here at Richard Booth Camp. We chakbe koyaka hokshila uchikeva hiwachi nyaptuanalo.
Oya olehinik yuha. Oichet konkashda kantka na yota kha apetu kele yagalastikte. Apetu kele hetche witakwe. Wankab kha wonspe ihonik yape na wo yuhambele yuhabe hena yekichi chetukcha. Wo yushki na ha wopkelo kenicha. Oichet kokata kya wichozani na wo akhwala na wo yushki hena o yakyapikte. Oichet konkashla. Waheha het ichechichelo, mitako yas.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3, sit down. No, just kidding. No, stand back up. No, sit down. You got your daily exercise in. Sit down. Carrying our Eagle Feather staff in. First of all, he's a United States Marine Corps veteran. He is a faculty, La Costa Studies Department. Victor Rocky makes room for them. If you would please. Hey, Legler. Carrying the student Lance, United States Army veteran. He's a Sinte Gleska University webmaster, Damon Buckley. And this is the first, ladies and gentlemen. History is made again. We have an honor guard made up of all Sinte Gleska University faculty and members here. Carrying the red, white, and blue, United States Army, Sinte Gleska University Chief Financial Officer, Carol Gregg. Proudly carrying the Rosebud Sioux Tribal colors here, Air Force member, veteran, director of business education, Maurice Mouse Heinert. You ever want to learn how to laugh, talk to Maurice. Maurice, she'll teach you how to laugh from the heart. And carrying the university colors. He's a procurement officer for Sinte Gleska University, a member of United States Navy veteran, Valentino Dino Zephyr. Okay, Carol, take charge. Let's give them a round of applause once again. Woo-hoo, that's nice. Okay, and now we're going to have The formal introduction of our commencement exercises is for Phil, and Cheryl is going to do that for us right now. So let's give her a nice round of welcome here, Cheryl.
Good morning, everyone. I think I'm supposed to use the other mic, but maybe this works. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Congratulations to the graduates and to the families and all of the people that have supported them. As we planned for this graduation, we thought it was only fitting that this 2024 graduation ceremony be dedicated to Phil Baird, a man who spent his entire 45-year career as an educator. Whether it be in the classroom, the bison pasture, in front of local, state, or national committees, or in the rodeo arena, he was an educator. He lived by the saying that he shared with all of us many times that he heard when he was a young man: "School's always in session, Philbert." He encouraged everyone to become an educator and to remember that learning is a lifetime journey. Phil's last years, months, and even his last days were spent working for Sinte Gleska University and the betterment of all the students. And the impact that this institution had on tribal nations, he wanted that message carried forever. Phil was best known as a bridge maker across the people and cultures that accepted him as a humble man and leader. While his family could not be here today, Anita, Brianna, Larissa, Nathan, and all his beloved Takojas want to let you know that they are here today in spirit and send their best wishes, as Phil would say, from up north. They want you to know that each of you who are graduating are recognized and important. His family will be planning something in the future, as will SGU. So, as it is my opportunity today to say, this one's for you, Phil. I want to say ride easy. He would say let her buck, cowgirl.
Before I introduce the next speaker, I want to remind you of something. Some of you weren't here at that time, but when this building was first, we used it for commencement exercises. It was really nice and cool in here, really nice and cool. And it was at a sacrifice. It was at a sacrifice, again, because these are historic moments. These are moments that you remember in the history of an institution. But there was a crew from Rapid City that worked on the air system in here, the HVAC system here, all night long. They worked on it all night long, and early in the morning they got done, and graduation was going to be at noon. And they finished, and they said they were going home, and the guy went out here to the little airport, got in a small plane, and started to fly back towards Rapid City. But we had very thick fog that day. The airplane left the airfield, went up, and about 1.5 miles north of the airport, it crashed. And our pilot and all those technicians that worked on this building died in that plane crash. So that morning, we came, and Ned Metcalf kind of led us out there. All of us that were involved with the morning prayers, we went up there, and we had memorial prayers for those technicians and their pilot. That's a historic note that you should all be reminded of. And I was watching everybody sitting like this. It reminded me of that. Those technicians worked all night long, so we wouldn't be sitting here going that way. So we remember them too. And their names are someplace on this institution, always listed forever. So I want to make that historic note to all of you. And again, welcome to all our special guests up here. And the only one that's not here is Kamala Harris. Uh-oh, you all Republicans? No, I'm the only Democrat here. Oh, man. Me and Matt Gordon. Okay, at this time, I'd like to introduce the acting president, Ted Hamilton, to come up and give us speech. Kamala Harris, see you guys. Introduce Barry Dunn, okay? After you.
Well, you made it. I got up this morning and I said, once again, we're at that point where we just stop and we take a breath and we say, all right, let's really celebrate some accomplishment here. So I'm looking at these young people here, and some of them aren't as young. I'll tell you about one of them here in a minute. But they have worked hard, and they have been supported by all of you. Some days it's get out of bed and get to class. Some days it's I'll watch your child while you're going to class. Some days it's I'll help you with that paper. I'm sure none of you wrote papers for anybody, but we couldn't have done it without all of you. So I'm going to ask the graduates, let's give a round of applause to all these people who have helped you get here today. And I want to thank the faculty who are back there. They got some really cool shawls on today, so or whatever they're called. I'm not sure. There's probably a word for them. I was sitting here thinking this morning, my friend here, she came up and she said, I got done, finally. Lynn, stand up. Just stand up, stand up. Oh, okay, I won't do that to you. Because you and I are about the same age, and we're getting a little gray in the hair, which is okay. And I think that's a thing that I wanted to say to all of you graduates, that today is a day we celebrate, but you are going to go on. In your life, you will continue to move forward in whatever area you're in. And Sinte Gleska will be here for you. We will be here. We want to know that you're moving forward. We're going to do our best to continue to build, adding more and more programs, both at the bachelor's level and at the master's level, and our goal is the PhD level, so that we will continue to go forward into the next 50 years. I'm always reminded when I come up here to talk that people are like, we don't need to hear Ted say too much more. So I'm not going to say much more other than I'm just really grateful that we're all here today. I'm really grateful for the work that you have done, that you're taking the time today to say, let's celebrate. And this afternoon, I hope you celebrate hard, and we're going to start classes on Monday, and things are just kind of rolling along, which is really good. We have on the stage up here Dr. Barry Dunn. We've got Colette Keith. You can see in your agenda, we've got quite a bit of work to do yet this morning before we give those diplomas out. So I'll stop it here, but I'll resonate something that Cheryl just said, and that's to all of you. As you're moving forward, when you go home tonight and the lights go off and you've had a great day and you say, what's next? To quote Phil, let her buck.
Very good, very good. All right. I'm going to lift this microphone up here so you guys listen. There's going to be another snap, crackle, pop today. All right, okay. I really look up to this next speaker because he's taller than me. But he leads an institution right now that has a big Native American student body up there in Brookings, South Dakota State University, and they have Wokini Initiative as well as other activities for all of our students up there. And they have a special building dedicated to the memory of one of the first counselors of the Native American students up there when she passed away. So they respect, it's a land-grant institution, they respect our Lakota, Dakota, and Dakota ways. So please make welcome President Barry Don, South Dakota State University.
Thank you, Butch, and good morning, everyone. It's great to be with you. I came for many years. COVID kind of interrupted all of our lives, so I hadn't been back for a couple years. But it's great to be with you again. Congratulations to the graduates. This is an incredible day for you. I'm very proud of you. Congratulations and gratefulness to the parents and the families that helped these graduates accomplish this enormous degree that they'll be awarded here in a few minutes. I used to live in Todd County, lived here a long time. You might tell by my white hair, I guess, but I was also, Phil Baird and I went to college together from here to South Dakota State, and Phil and I were friends for 50 years, and so my heart is with him today, and I think he's with us today too. Really a tremendous loss of a great friend of mine personally for many, many years. But we need to honor Phil, and as a great educator, as we know he was, and he'd be very proud of you today. I took classes at Sinte Gleska when I lived in Mission, and my wife taught nursing, and so very familiar, back in the 70s, that's a long time ago, but I'm very proud of Sinte Gleska University and the rich history that Lionel Bordeaux started and many others started here. So it's great to be back home and with you today. I have a gift for the university, from our university, to your scholarship fund, so I'd like to present that to Acting President Ted Hamilton. Thank you very much.
I'm back. I thought I was going to get to sit down. Butch said, stand up. So the next thing on your agenda you'll see is an introduction. Sinte Gleska is rolling along, and we periodically add people, and we said, what better time to introduce somebody to the community who's taking over what was my old job for the last 2 years. And we've brought her in, and I'll let her talk more about her background, but we've brought on board Colette Keith as our next executive vice president. So when you guys are moving on to your next degrees here at Sinte Gleska and you have a problem, Colette's the person to call. Don't call me, no, call Colette. But she is from our area, and I'll let her introduce herself. So here you go.
Good morning. Jante Washte Nape Chius Ape Colette Keith Mie, Cheyenne River Cowgirl. Nice to be here. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you to the faculty and staff, people who have supported our graduates this year. And to all the family members, pastors, ministers, spiritual leaders, grade school guidance counselors that have gotten you to this point. I didn't realize I was going to say a few words this morning, but I would probably tell you, if I left you with anything today, something that I leave my own 2 baby girls with as they were growing up. There are 3 things that you can count on in this life. 1 is that life is not fair. 2, there's politics and everything. And number 3, everything changes. Everything changes. And some days things are really great and wonderful, and we're graduating, and other days we're presented with great challenges. But as you go forward, know that life will change. Sometimes things will get difficult, and sometimes things will be easier. But I just want to say it's really an honor to be here back home. What a sacred day this is. I know it's warm in here, so I'll keep things moving, or I'll move along to the next speaker. Thank you for allowing me to be in your space. Absolutely come see me. If you haven't graduated yet and you're going for your bachelor's, I do a lot of work in the scholarship area. I have a deep passion for that. There's a lot of scholarships that go unused by our tribal students. I have a motto that if you're graduating, you're a tribal student, and you have any kind of debt, something fell through the cracks. So please come see me. If you're a prospective student, as I look out in the crowd, I see a lot of prospective students. If you want to come in and visit about your next step with any of our staff or faculty or people at SGU, please come see us. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce the student speaker. We have a student address. They'd like to share a few words with his fellow students here at Sinte Gleska University. So big welcome, if you would please, Jessica Tuigo. Jessica. And our beautiful royalty is going to help assist all the graduates up on the stage here. So Sinte takes her job very seriously.
Midakeapi, Jessica Wamli Nupa I Machapiksto, Si Changu Iyanke Mataha Na Lenal Nupkakbal Alwatie. Inawaye ki Emily Roniko Ichiapi na Atewaye ki John Tuigo Ichiapi. Ina Ichiataha Unchiwaye ki Zui Holohermber Ichiapi. Na Kagawaye ki Clarence Roniko Senior Ichiapi. Na ate ichiataha unchiwaye ki Gladys Bravehawk ichiapi. Na kakawaye ki Clarence Tuigo Senior ichiapi. My name is Jessica Tuigo. I am Sichungu Lakota representing the Two-Strike community. My mother is Emily Tuigo, my father is John Tuigo Senior. My maternal grandmother is the late Zui Holohermber, and my maternal grandfather is Clarence Roniko Senior. My maternal grandmother is Gladys Bravehawk, and my paternal grandfather is Clarence Tuigo Sr. I would like to firstly thank and acknowledge my parents and siblings for providing the support and encouragement that has brought me here today by helping me raise my 5-year-old son, Credence Carlos, while I've been a full-time student and employee. I am deeply honored to be standing before you all today, reflecting on this incredible journey we've shared. I want to start by saying congratulations to all of you here today. It's such an honor to be graduating alongside such intelligent, motivated, and amazing individuals. Whether you've completed your GED, earned a certificate, or achieved a master's degree, we have all faced obstacles and shown incredible resilience. Today, we celebrate not just our individual successes, but the collective strength and determination that have brought us here. For me, like some of you here, the journey has been long, over 12 years in the making. There were times when it seemed easier to put my education on hold, but the birth of my son reignited my determination. I realized that completing my degree was not just about fulfilling a personal goal, but setting an example, not only for my child, but also for my nieces and nephews. And let's be honest, the free tuition, laptops, and online classes were a huge help too. So let's take a moment to really feel this achievement, our hard work, our sacrifices, and our triumphs. Let's give ourselves and each other a big round of applause. I would like to say a huge thank you, foremost, to the staff here at Sinte Gleska University. We definitely would not be here without you. One specific example that comes to mind is in the beginning of fall 2023 semester. While I was at work one afternoon, I received a call from an SGU phone number. I remember answering, and I just heard, "Jessica, this is Marion." And I said, "Yes, hello." And she said, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" I said, "Yes." And she said, "Well, you missed a class today that you were supposed to have. Why did you miss it?" I genuinely forgot that I had class today, I told her. And she said, "Well, make sure that doesn't happen again, okay?" And, and needless to say, I never let it happen again. This is just one of many examples of how the staff at SGU go above and beyond. They don't just educate us, they care for us. They ensure that we're not just students, but part of a community that nurtures and supports us every step of the way. To me, this is a true example of Lakota. As a student association president, I had the unique opportunity to witness firsthand the dedication of our university's leadership. Sitting in board meetings, I saw how every decision was made with the students and staff in mind. It reinforced my belief that leadership is not just about guiding others, but about listening, caring, and always putting the community first. As we leave here today, let's carry with us the lessons we've learned, not just in the classroom, but from each other. Each and every one of us has the same 24 hours in a day. Let us use that time to always remain kind, compassionate, live genuinely, and with integrity. Always choose to speak up for your values and stand in your truth, even if you stand alone. Let us go forward with the same determination that brought us to this moment, and let's continue to lift each other up as we step into the future. Thank you, and congratulations once again.
She's going to be tribal chairman someday, or a college president, or a state senator, or a president of the United States. I'm still trying to get my politics in there. You know, where I live is it's a Republican county, Marshall County, and I go vote every election. I'm the only Democrat in the whole county. When I go in, I see everybody said, "Oh, here he comes again. Oh, my God." So they must think God is the Indian. Okay, our next speaker here is, he's speaking on behalf of the staff, so we're gonna give him 5 minutes. Dan Seibel, if you would please, let's make Dan welcome. All right, here he comes. Or my favorite show on TV, Dan Seibel, come down, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Oh, Bob Barker is from this county, this town too, remember that.
Can we have another round of applause for Jess Two Eagle and those powerful words? Thank you, Jess. She's our student council or student association president this year and did a lot of work behind the scenes for the students and at board meetings representing the students. And so I have a lot of appreciation for her. Thank you, Jess. Hamitakiapi, Chantewaste Nape Chiu Zapelo, Dan Seibel Imachiapelo, Nape Shicha Imachiapelo. Good morning, students, faculty, Board of Regents members, administration, community members, and most importantly, graduates. I greet you with the heartfelt handshake. My name is Dan Seibel. It's an honor to be asked to share some words with you all on this momentous day. For those of you who don't know me, I had the privilege of being the Dean of Academics and an adjunct member of the faculty here at SGU for the past 7 years. I'm also our unofficial committee chair for the very unofficial committee to make SGU's mascot the Mighty Prairie Dogs. When that didn't work, I tried to get this Antelope Lake campus renamed Pispesia Corner, but they said that was taken already, so it was not going very well. But I have some friends that just got elected yesterday to council, so anything is possible. Before working here at SGU, I was a principal at Crazy Horse School and a teacher at St. Francis Indian School. Two powerful experiences that reinforced my belief in the absolute importance of tribal colleges and the work done here. This is not going to be 5 minutes. Okay. I'm going to have an intermission. You can stretch your legs. As I was thinking about what to share with you today, the wise words of my Chie Pat Badhand came to mind. When you need to warm an audience up, make a joke about the crow. But that didn't feel right. I'm not Lakota. I don't have beef with the crow. But he said, okay then, Dan, make a joke about your Uncle Custer. Yeah, couldn't do that either. That didn't feel right. I don't know. I guess if the drum says I have to, I have to. All right, so I'll just share a story with you. Did anybody here travel from far away to be here today? Anyone come from outside the state? All right. Thank you guys for coming. A long trip. All right, you're going to like this one. This one might resonate with you. Okay, so go with me here. It's just before Custer launches his fateful, misguided attack along the banks of the Bighorn River. A cavalry scout comes racing up to him, saying he had some important news. He had just come across a Wichasawakan out on the hills above the river, and the medicine man told him that he had some good news and some bad news for General Custer. So Custer impatiently says, "Well, tell me the bad news first." The scout told him what the medicine man had said. "Today, you will be outnumbered, outsmarted, and outlasted by the Ocheti Shakowing and Cheyenne warriors." Custer thought for a second and then said, "Well, then what's the good news?" The scout paused. "Well, sir," he said, "and at least you won't have to travel through Nebraska again." Oh. For those of you who travel through Nebraska to get here and will go that way home, at least you get to go home, okay? All right. Well, let's move on. All right. During my years at SGU, I've had the privilege of working alongside some of the most dedicated, impactful, and well-respected leaders of the tribal college movement. The great men and women who came before us, and many who still carry us today, including those standing on this stage here, they've built a legacy that you all, as students and graduates of SGU, are now a part of. There are two voices that are not here today that are on my heart, Dr. Lionel Bordeaux and Phil Baird. And if you'll allow me, I'd like to amplify some of the powerful things that they taught me. Dr. Lionel Bordeaux was the president of SGU for half a century, one of the 10 longest-serving presidents of a college in the history of America. He was a visionary, a powerhouse, and he put everything he had into this institution. He's recognized around the world as one of the key drivers of the tribal college movement, and it's safe to say we wouldn't be here today without him. One thing President Bordeaux always used to say is, if you're at the table, you're not on the menu. The degrees and certificates that you are earning today can never ever be taken away from you. And you now have a great responsibility, because in the world we live in today, those degrees allow you access into new rooms and to new tables, to new positions, to new jobs, to new authority and new voice. But having access to the table is only the first step. What will you do when you get there? Grounded in the totality of who you are, as Lionel puts it, where you come from, who came before you, the experiences in life and in school that have shaped you. Grounded in those things, use this access to advocate for the well-being of the whole Oyate, to carry the lessons and values and knowledge from this place into all the corners of society. The world needs Lakota wisdom and values more than ever before. Perhaps you've heard the Nelson Mandela quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Well, if that is the case, then you graduates sitting here, you are the tip of the arrow. The tip of the arrow sharpened by your classes at SGU, the books you've read, the discussions you've had, and the life experiences you've been through on this journey. And like a well-strung arrow, you cannot fly alone. You carry the full speed, precision, and power of all of those who have come before you. This reminds me of something I once heard my good friend Phil Baird, our former provost who made his journey last year, say in a meeting once. It was a regular Tuesday afternoon meeting, and I don't even remember what we were talking about. But what he said struck me as such a simple yet profound thing that I immediately wrote it down and hung it up on the wall of my office so I could read it each day. He said, "Well, that's what we're trying to do here, right? Creating a better quality of life for our land and our people." That was Phil's mantra, creating a better quality of life for the land and our people. He carried it so close to his heart that it spilled out organically into budget meetings on a Tuesday afternoon. During his career, Phil sat at many of those decision-making tables that President Bordeaux described, but he never forgot who he was and what he was fighting for. Phil was the tip of the arrow, and the rest of us were better for it. And now it's Phil's time to rest and your time to fly. To the graduates who sit in this room today, I want to commend you. Collectively and individually, you have overcome every struggle imaginable to be here. You have raised families, worked full-time to support them while taking classes in the evening. You've limped through financially difficult times. You've pushed through mental health struggles, sickness, personal tragedy. Some of you had to learn brand new computer skills, and some of you, when there was no other way, walked to class in a rainstorm along Highway 18 with 4 res dogs accompanying you. You thought they were your friends, but they probably just wanted a bite of your Gus Stop corn dog. But hey, it's better than walking alone. Some of you even paused your college classes, like Jessica mentioned, for a semester or two to gather yourself, and then kept moving forward. You could have stopped many times, and no one would have blamed you, but here you are. And the fact that you kept going, is actually a greater feat than just graduating with a degree. As all of you know, Lakota people were never supposed to make it this far. Never mind actually thrive. Never mind graduate from college and walk into the decision-making rooms and sit down at the table. Never mind turn those weapons, those arrows of education against the same power systems that sought to destroy them. As I've learned from my teachers over the years, some of them here at SGU, it's easy to follow the plan of the US government over the last centuries. They wrote it down in documents. They were proud of it. They didn't think you would be here to read it. Let's call them out on it now. For the record, Thomas Jefferson said, if we are ever constrained to lift the hatchet against any tribe, we will never lay it down until that tribe is exterminated. In war, they will kill some of us. We shall destroy them. A president. Don't even get me started on the rest of the heads up on Mount Rushmore. They all have blood on their hand, on their cheeks, on their whatever is up on Mount Rushmore, on their hair, I don't know. They all have blood on their hands. General Philip Sheridan, whose name they've attached to a lake in the Black Hills, famously said, the only good Indian is a dead Indian. Richard Pratt, also an agent of the federal government, actually used the phrase, kill the Indian, save the man, at a graduation speech for Native American students, with Lakota students in the audience at Carlisle Indian School. Imagine that. When they couldn't beat the Lakota in war, they turned to more insidious measures. General Richard Dodge once said that while stationed in the Black Hills, every buffalo dead is an Indian dead. Extermination of the Tutanka Oyate, massacres, smallpox, forced relocation, treaty violations, land allotment and theft, cultural suppression, economic manipulation. The list of tactics they used against all tribes, and especially the Lakota, go on. And it shows you both how scared they were of you and how brutal they were. So this ceremony today is not just a graduation. It's a celebration of another round of arrows in the quiver of this great tribe. It's an acknowledgement that the revolution of your ancestors is alive and well. If you're an education graduate of any level, would you please stand up? Education graduates, stand up for us. Every class you teach that builds up the spirit of a Lakota child, every school policy you rewrite to be grounded in Lakota values instead of Western values, it is an act of revolution. So thank you. Business graduates, stand up. Any business graduates in the house? Every business decision you make that prioritizes community well-being and sustainability and challenges conventional profit-driven approaches, that's an act of revolution. So thank you. Nursing graduates, stand up. Every time you show that extra patience and extra care to a sick elder or a child, every time you treat someone as a relative and not a number, it's revolutionary. So thank you. Do we have any arts and sciences graduates? All right. Every time you question and reshape dominant narratives in your work, or you put the meditations of great indigenous thinkers and writers into action, that's an act of revolution. So thank you. Art Institute graduates. Graduate. Hey. Every time you pour your skill, your heart, and your ingenuity into a piece of artwork, every time you speak truth through art, it's an act of revolution. And every time I start my truck with one of Bradley's beaded keychains, I feel a little more sacred and a little more safe. Thank you. Any human services graduates? All right. Just a few. Every time you help lead someone to healing, it's an act of revolution. And every time you wake up in the morning and choose to lead in an organization with hours of, wrong page. I'm gonna get back in my flow. Every time you choose to lead in an organization with respect, humility, and holistic well-being at the forefront, that's an act of revolution. So thank you. Graduates from the Institute of Technologies, please stand. All right. Every time you help fix up someone's house or build infrastructure in our community or lend your tech skills to a struggling community member, it's an act of revolution also. So thank you. And perhaps most obviously, our Lakota Studies graduates, please stand. The fact that you were able to learn a language they tried to kill, to learn about ceremonies they tried to exterminate, and about a worldview that they tried to erase, it was an act of revolution. And every time you pass on some of that knowledge to the next generation, the revolution spreads. So thank you. Now, every one of you graduates in the room could point to scores of people who supported you along the way. So we want to thank them. If you're a family member or a friend of a graduate in the audience today, and you have encouraged and supported them on their journey, we'd like to have you stand and be acknowledged. Any family or friends? You too have supported this revolution. To the staff members from all corners of this university, to the administrators, our board members, we want to acknowledge you. Would you please stand? Any SGU employee or board member, administration, please stand. Every action, big or small, that you take throughout the day that creates a better environment for students to learn in is an act of revolution. Every unseen difficult decision, an hour of overtime to maximize the impact of this university on our community has real power, so thank you. And now to the most stressed out but dedicated group in here. Don't look too close because the first day of class is just around the corner and it may look like they haven't slept. Can we have the faculty members stand up? I see some of you. I look good today. What are you saying? If you ever taught a class at SGU, not just, yes, stay standing, faculty members. If you've ever taught a class at SGU before and you're in this room, I'd like you to stand up too. The last 50 years, if you taught a class at SGU, please stand up. You all do the sometimes tedious, sometimes heart-wrenching, sometimes underappreciated, but always beautiful work of creating space in your classes to help these students find the best inside of themselves. And you give them experiences to make meaning of this world. Teaching at a tribal college is undeniably an act of revolution, and for this, we thank all of you. Today is a day of great hope for this community that my family and I now call home. You all sitting out here today, you are the hope. Old Uncle Custer bragged once that there weren't enough Indians in the world to defeat the 7th Cavalry. He was wrong that day, for sure. But what he didn't know is that almost 150 years later, in a small gym in Antelope, South Dakota, reinforcements were being readied once again. The revolution continues. Congratulations, graduates. No matter what comes next for you or where you go, I hope you remember this day and this great gathering of people who stand behind you. Fly high and fly true. Thank you. And now something I've wanted to do for the last 5 years, take a selfie. No, I won't do that, but thank you guys very much.
We're looking for a publisher to publish this book. There you go, Dad. And the title is going to be SGU 2024. Let's give him another round of applause. He covered every base in here. All right. Now at this time, we're going to get to awarding diplomas and certificates, everything you all worked so hard for. We're going to start with the GED program first. Sherman Marshall is the director of Sherman Marshall Jr. Senior is sitting back there. He's recently retired again, so he was one of our first graduates here at Sinte Gleska University. Let's give Sherman, the former judge of the tribal judge of Rosebud Sioux Tribe, let's give him a nice round of applause, like that. He's also a Vietnam vet. All right, way to go, Sherman. Okay. Dan's been here a long time. Boy, he does everything on Indian time. That 5 minutes went a long time at it. For our GD graduates, you're going to call your name. Sometimes they don't all show up. But we want to acknowledge your accomplishment, and you can come up here, and Sydney will help you up on the stage. You can come through and greet our dignitaries up here, dignitaries, and then accept your diploma. And we have a spot over here. You can stop on a pipestone slab, and your family can take a picture of you, and then we'll continue on. All the graduates, when you continue on, stop at the table. We have some bling for you, some educational bling for all of you, so they'll hand you a bag, all right? So let's all congratulate Daniel Alvarado, Jr. You gonna talk first? Or maybe Sherman's gonna talk here. Nope. Here, let's welcome Sherman first.
Good afternoon. The GED graduation portion of today's ceremony is dedicated to the memory of Shannon Mr. Grant, who served the Adult Basic Education Department for over 15 years with unwavering dedication. Mr. leaves behind a lasting impact on our communities, having helped hundreds of students as they work towards obtaining their GED certificates. Today, we continue this important work in his memory. Thank you.
Now we go to Daniel Alvarado, Jr. Precious Black Wolf, Black Cat, Precious Black Cat. Holden Fallis. Oh, he was ready, boy. He's right there. Watching the Olympics. You're ready to sprint. Mallory Fast Horse. Abby, his blue horse. Jaron Ayat. Carly Kaler. Clinton Kildenwater. Jeffrey Little Dog Jr. Joanna Marshall. Rayana Moreno. Mario Pino. Robert Pitts. Jonathan Wilcuts. And that concludes the list of our graduates for GED this year at Sinte Gleska University. And now we have Masters of Education coming up here. The first one is Jennifer Black Bear Bordeaux. A master's degree in curriculum and instruction. And remember, when you graduate, you step down, stop just a second or two on that pipestone slab. Have a little communication with Grandmother Earth. Our stories tell us that the pipestone runs through the veins of Grandmother Earth, and that is petrified blood. It was a gift to Sinte Gleska University by Chief Leonard Crowdog. To remind the people of that, always remember, always remember where we come from. And so we ask you to stop, pause on that pipestone for a second or two, and say something in your own heart, your own mind about the future for yourself and your family. K through 12, Educational Administration Master's Degree, Danielle Brown Otter. Masters in K through 12 Educational Administration, Christopher Cecil. Masters in Education, Curriculum and Instruction, Ashley Duffy. K through 12 Educational Administration, Anthony Galvin. K through 12 Educational Administration, Master's Degree, Lima LaPointe Leader Charge. In case you guys didn't hear it, she said, Lee, Lee, Lee. There you go, Lima. She has relatives came all the way from Arizona to witness this event here. Let's give the visitors a big round of applause here, sisters. Masters in Curriculum and Instruction, Leona Smith. Masters of Curriculum and Instruction, Lynn Simpkins. Masters of K through 12 Educational Administration, Sarah Taggart. Masters Education, Curriculum and Instruction, Mark Treidel. Masters Education, K through 12 Education and Administration, Logan Tucker. And again, when we finish awarding all the diplomas, we're going to have a recessional song from the drum, and we're going to take you out with the Eagle Feather staff. And again, make that circle, and we'll have you stop in front here, and then we'll all come this way to shake hands with you as singing the honor song for you, okay? That way, though. Don't all come this way and that way. We'll have a big collision in the middle here. Always follow the trail of the sun around the world. Now we go to Masters of Arts and Human Services, Enhanced Professional, my niece, Deanne Felix. Hoo-yah! I know she worked for years on this. I finally got it done between a job, raising kids, and getting after her uncle once in a while. Congratulations. Masters of Arts, Human Services, Enhanced Professional, Macy Gillen. Masters of Arts, Human Services, Enhanced Professional. I want to add a note here, Matt, with your permission. Matt Gordon was one of our graduates that we had at the commencement exercise, Ghost Hog Park. Remember that, Matt? And he was one of the graduates, and he got up. And at that time, we gave the graduates a time to stand at the microphone and say something, anything they wanted to say. Well, Matt Gordon come up there and got his diploma, shook hands, he got up to the microphone, he said, I feel like I did something, but I don't know what it is. He said, okay. You remember that? All right. And his daughter here, Brittany Gordon, master's degree. Woo! Masters of Art. Oh, rock on, he said. You bet. Masters of Arts. Hey, what happened here? Somebody leaned on the light switches on the back wall there. Thomas Gunhammer, turn the lights back on. Masters of Humans, Masters of Art Human Services, Enhanced Professional, Thomasine Lapointe. Thomasine, another graduate. Arizona. Masters of Arts Human Services, Enhanced Professional, Margaret O'Connor. Margaret. Yeah, we said Margaret's name so the lights came back on. But these LaPointe girls, you all need another note is Frank LaPointe was one of our former board members, the late board members of Sinte Gleska College back in the day. And when he passed away, all his papers, he was a writer, a journalist, reporter, and all his papers were donated to the archives here at Sinte Gleska University. So all his papers are here. And Masters of Arts Human Services, Enhanced Professional, Brenda Pino. Brenda. Ah, Taekwondo. Masters of Arts Human Services, Enhanced Professional, Gwendolyn Pourier. Masters of Arts Human Services, Enhanced Professional, Michael Prate. Michael. Masters of Arts Human Services, Enhanced Professional, William Roller. Masters of Arts Human Services, Enhanced Professional, Caitlin Whiting. And again, we go to our Bachelor of Arts program with the Art Institute, Studio Art, and Ceramic Emphasis, Bradley Baldwin. He's on the red road of success with his artwork. If some of you haven't seen his artwork yet, you will, and your children and your grandchildren will see it. His artwork is, it could be called family heirlooms. Bachelor of Arts, Arts and Sciences, Art, Science, and Liberal Arts, History concentration, J. Nathan Hislaw. Bachelor of Arts, Business Education, Management, and Tribal Management, Brandy Bedallion. That's one of the emphasis we have that still needs to be really attained here throughout our tribal nations, is tribal management. Tribal management, tribal administration. We need to work on that a lot more because we've got to proceed to succeed in all we do as tribal nations and protect our sovereignty at all costs. Bachelor of Arts, Business Education, Management, Legal Studies, Sunshine brings plenty. Okay. Bachelor of Arts in Business Management and Tribal Management, Manuela Menard. Manuela. And our next graduate has 2 bachelor's degrees today, one in Business Management and Legal Studies, and she receives an Associate of Arts in Arts and Science and Liberal Arts. Congratulations, Kea Pipeboy. Kea Pipeboy. I wanted to add a note. Some of you may have gone to graduation exercises at these huge universities. I was out at Stanford University announcing a powwow out there. They had a graduation, and there, the graduation ceremony consisted, the whole floor was full of graduates, and they would just say the degree, and all those that graduated, all 100, 200, 300, 500 graduates would all stand. People clapped their hands, and they sit back down. But here, we put a more personal touch to it, because that's another part of the Lakota Wichocha. We recognize each individual for their accomplishments and the feather and the plume that you get. Now we go into business education. Our affiliated with Ihakwa Community College, Business and Management and Legal Studies is Sashin Stone. Sashin. And again, some of these might not be here. And that just follows suit with Sinte College and University. They always detailed out some of our department heads to help other tribal colleges get started. Set up their board of directors and the whole department. All that stuff happened a lot, but some of our departments as well are detailed out. And now we're affiliated with a lot of other colleges. That's how we got ours started. So we're proud to award degrees for Yahagtwa and Huron and Lower Baru, Kuwichasha. So it's an honor to do so. Human Services, Criminal Justice graduate, Sharon Guru. Human Services, Mental Health, Rishenda Ironheart. A Takoja girl, oh, another grandchild here. I'm starting to feel old. Degree in Human Services, Mental Health, Teresa Leadercharge. Teresa. Human Services, Mental Health, April Martinez. Hey, there she goes. She knows how to work the crowd. She's our own Beyonce, okay? And Bachelor's, Business Education, Human Services, Chemical Dependency, Sherry Rademacher. Sherry Rademacher. Then we go to Human Services, Mental Health, Madonna Sitting Bear. Madonna. Receiving her degree in Human Services, Mental Health, Shalia Stabler. Receiving her degree in Human Services, Criminal Justice emphasis, Jessica Tuigo. Hey! With graduates like her, maybe we'll get our criminal justice codes all updated. We need to do that. Degree in Human Services, Mental Health, Chantel Wright. Chantel. If those of you that are going to give the gift, you kind of back up about 10 steps before they get their bling bag over there. We won't have a bottleneck here. Or maybe I should just slow down. That smile, smile. That big Colgate smile. Pepsodent. Okay, go on through and get your bling bag at the end there. Take a pause on a pipestone, though. That's your connection to Grandmother Earth. Okay. Receiving her degree, oh boy, Lakota History and Culture, Hagashi Carmen Whitehorse. Look ahead. If you don't know what Hagashi means, you better go take some classes, Lakota Studies. They're still registering to it. Language, history, culture. And we get a Bachelor of Science degree in education, K through 8 elementary, early childhood. Wilma Janice. Wilma. Oh, ata kili. Make sure you get a raise now when you show them that diploma. Bachelor of Science degree, K through 8 elementary, early childhood, Shalane Knudsen. Also a veteran, yay! Bachelor of Science, K through 8, elementary education, special ed, Rebecca Ron. Rebecca. Bachelor of Science, K through 8, elementary, special ed, Rebecca Ron. I said that already, okay. K through 8, elementary ed, special ed, Rain Spotted Calf, Rain Spotted Calf. Bachelor of Science, K through 8, elementary education, early childhood, Amanda Stephan. Hey! Now we're going to move into Associate of Arts degrees. Okay. One of our earlier graduations back in the day, they had these little Instamatic cameras and others, and that's when the Nikon cameras first started coming out. One girl was taking pictures all the way through, and she had that lens cap was still on there. I don't know why, so finally towards the end I told her to take that lens cap off, so she took it off and threw it at me. But I ducked. Okay, here we go. Associate of Arts, AA degree, Arts and Sciences, Liberal Arts, Jordan Arrow. Jordan. Arts and Sciences, Lane Neal. Hey, Jordan, Lane Neal. And again, I announced earlier, Kea Pipeboy also received the Associate of Arts in Arts and Science and Liberal Arts. So let's give them another round of applause. Kea Pipeboy. Now we go to Arts and Sciences and our affiliation with Lower Brule Community College, Kuwichasha Community College, Arts and Science, Liberal Arts, Tiffany Coleman. Tiffany. Arts and Sciences, Liberal Arts, Cody Wright. Cody. Then Arts and Sciences for affiliation with Ihankwa Community College, Marty, South Dakota is Arts and Science, Liberal Arts, Kea Rouse. Kea. Arts and Sciences, Liberal Arts, Allison Saucedo. Allison. Associate of Arts degree, Business Management, Kira Marshall. Kira. Associate of Arts, Business Management, Carrie Odegaard. Carrie Odegaard. Associate Arts, Business Management, Dijon Whitehorse. Oh boy, we got some happiness in here. Associate of Arts, Business Management, Ariel Yellow Eagle. And remember, some of these graduates are going to be starting homegrown businesses, okay? Local home businesses, not the cabin businesses they used to talk about. Always support local business instead of Walmart, Kmart, and Target stores, okay? So support your local businesses as much as you can. And don't gripe about the $5 cup of coffee while you're standing in line to pay $7 for a gallon of gas either. So, in Pine Ridge, of course. Associate of Arts, Business Education, Lowbrew Community College, Business Management, Autumn Augustine. Autumn. Associate of Arts, Business Management, J.C. Halverson. And Associate of Arts, Business Education, Management, Ariel Yellow Eagle. Ariel. Business Education, Laura Brule. Business Management, Wanikie Wee Loudhawk. And J.C. Halverson, Business Management. Okay, some of them don't always show up, but we acknowledge them publicly, and they're probably watching on the internet anyway. Business Education, Yahuntwa Community College, Business Management degree, Philomena Conoyer. Also, Business Management, Michelle Irvin. Michelle, there she is. Proud, boy, beautiful. Associate of Arts, Business Management, Derek Marks. Associate of Arts, Business Management, Jessica Necklace. Associate of Arts, Yahuntwa Community College, Business Management, Gina Shields. Gina. And we go into education. Associate of Arts, Elementary Ed, Rose Drapo. Rose. Associate of Arts, K-8 Elementary Education, Early Childhood Education, Delilah Nez. Associate of Arts, Elementary Education, Philip Balandra. Philip. And we have Associate of Arts, Education, Yahuntwa Community College, Special Education, Promise Lensing. Promise. And we go back to Kuwichasha, Lower Brew Community College, K-8 Elementary Education, Early Childhood, Carla Cummings. Carla. K-8 Elementary Ed, Early Childhood, Katera Middleton. Katera. Now we go into Associate of Arts and Human Services. Is Shania Blackbear. Finally, she said. Associate of Arts, Human Services, Holly Blaine. Holly. Associate of Arts, Human Services, Jihan Chardigo. Associate of Arts, Human Services, Alexander Eagleman. Associate of Arts, Human Services, Brooke Espinoza. Associate of Arts, Human Services, Steve Gillette. Associate of Arts, Human Services, Michelle Harjo. And remember, all these associate degrees, bachelor's degrees, will be getting a master's degree someday. It's all up to that. It's all up to each one of you. And don't leave, we're going to have a congratulatory line here after we get done. Associate of Arts, Human Services, Jamie Haverman. Jamie. Associate of Arts, Human Services, Ty Herman. Ty Herman. Associate of Arts, Human Services, Tiffany Hernandez. Associate of Arts, Human Services, Stevie Lone Dog. Stevie. Associate of Arts, Human Services, Theodore Marshall. Woo! Associate of Arts and Human Services, Lucy Rifle. Oh, really? Oh.
I'm sure they go on for generations, don't they? I mean, these the names,
Fantastic. Fantastic. A little side note, President Barry Dunn of South Dakota State University says, you know, he's kind of proud up here too, feeling it in his heart, a little bit of emotion, for he's related to the Rifle family here, related to the Valandras here. So Rifles, Valandras, let's give President Barry Dunn a nice warm welcome, all right, with you? Yes. It does, it does. I kind of almost I got a big lump in my throat and my knees came up here. But I swallowed it, so I got a lump going down right here. Okay, now we go to Human Services. Shelby Rowland. Shelby. I like that name. Human Services degree, Lucille Tuigo. Lucille. Degree, Human Services, Jesse Whiting. Jesse, hey! I see her on Facebook all the time. I don't know if she gets her homework done. Associate degree, Human Services at Lower Brew Community College again. Human Services, Charla Grassrope. Charla Grassrope. And Human Services, Lolita Wind. Then we go to Ihakwa Community College, Human Services, Mia Fisher. Mia Fisher. And Human Services, Cheyenne Gregor. Cheyenne, all right, there's Mia. Associate of Arts, Lakota Studies, History and Culture, Theodora Ockhorn. Oh, not a big fan club there. Big fan club or big family? Both, he said. All right, both, he said. Lakota Studies, Associate of Arts, History and Culture, Cassidy Bordeaux. Cassidy. Oh, she's got a big family too. She's got beautiful set of beaded moccasins to match her skirt. It was all made lovingly. Okay. Hee-ha! Ata, kilila. Could you stay about 10 minutes extra and vacuum this up, please? Another one back there. Hey, be careful now. After the first weekend in August, I'm kind of gun shy to those kind of things, yeah. It's always been one of my biggest worries if our people gathered together someplace that some numbskull would do something like that, would come in and hurt our relatives. Especially after what happened at Rushmore Civic Center with those little kids and these executives are pouring beer on them. So it's very easy. So anyway, congratulations there. That was something special. And Lakota History and Culture, A degree, Adrian Brown. Adrian. Andrian. Okay, Andrian. Okay, sorry about that. Lakota Studies, History and Culture, Catherine Felix. Catherine. Another one of it. This is one of my great-granddaughters, I think. All right. Oh, somebody's getting old. We're always texting each other from Tokyo, Japan, or Sasebo, Japan, and she would ask, we're stationed here. Have you ever been here? Yes, I was there, 67, 68, 69, Hong Kong, Tokyo, all those places, R&R. Lakota Studies, History and Culture, Mark Witt. Mark, hey! That's my man, hey! Woo! Him and I's only two words, suit coats. You know, before Rosebud Fair, Mark is usually out there putting up all those big flagpoles and everything. Proud veteran. Associate of Arts, Lakota Studies at Lower Brook Community College. History and Culture, Kevin Wright Sr. Kevin Okawichasha. He's a singer of the Maza Oyate Singers. Associate of Applied Sciences in Nursing, LPN degrees. They had a pinning ceremony the other night. Please forgive me if I mispronounce his first name, but it's Havana Shadhari. Havana Shadhari. Look at your program, all right? You pronounce it. Congratulations, Bahana. LPN, Christian Falcon. Christian. LPN, Jory Farmer. Woo! LPN, Stephanie Greaves. LPN, Malia Killswarrior. Applied Sciences, LPN, Kim Miner Smith. Oh, beautiful. Lookout Hospitals. We got some exclusive, well-taught LPNs coming your way. All you graduates, remember, as you get older, you're going to really appreciate nurses. They're the ones that put IVs in you. They take your temperature, your blood pressure, and some of them even, well, I won't say that part. But since 1999, I've been in and out of hospitals, so I know I really appreciate the nursing staff in all these hospitals. Okay, now we're going to go to Institute of Technologies. Administrative Office Specialist, Short-Term Certificate, Customer Service, Bernadette Emery. Institute of Technologies, Administrative Office Specialist, 1-year certificate for Office Technology, 1-year certificate for Desktop Support Technician, a short-term certificate for Help Desk Support, Kristen Emery. 1-year certificate, Construction Trades, Arlene Weasel. Arlene Weasel. One-year certificate, short-term certificate, Institute of Technology, short-term certificate, Help Desk Support, Clifford Broccoli. Clifford. One-year certificate, short-term certificate, data entry, Nicholas Del Rio. Nicholas. Short-term certificate, maintenance technician, Michael Leadercharge. Michael. Short-term certificate, maintenance technician, Maria Left-Hand Bull. Maria. 1-year certificate, desktop support technician. Short-term certificate, help desk support, Darren Searby. Darren Searby. Hey, hey. Short-term certificate, maintenance technician, Joseph Sosi. Joseph. Short-term certificate, maintenance technician, Brighton Whitehat. Brighton. All right. And I think we had a welding program started at Sinte Gleska University too. Is that right, Jay? We got a welding program just started, so next year we'll probably have some graduates there. So, you know, all these those kinds of trades are also very popular, very well paid too. Where I live, it's always advertising for welders, machinists, carpenters, painters, plumbers. We have Lakota Studies right now, Associate of Arts here, short-term certificate, Lakota Studies. Another great-grandchild here, Chantel Felix. Chantel. And receiving a degree as short-term certificate, Lakota Studies, Tony Spangler. Tony. And I think that's it. So all of you stand up. We'll give you a big round of applause and get ready for a recessional. Hey, one more time, one more time, one more time. All right. Okay. Now our standard bearers, I'd like to get the staff bearers back up here. We'll have a closing prayer as we pick up our staffs. Staff bearers, please come up here. Honor guards. Okay, again, we're gonna retrieve our staffs, our flags, as while they're standing at attention, we'll have a closing prayer. Have a closing prayer, and then we'll have a grand exit. We'll make that one big circle again. And all the students just line up as you come around here, and then we'll all, during the honor song, then we'll have an honor song after that. Then we'll come and shake hands with you, okay? And give you all your congratulations cards, so on and so forth. So hena he tutu. So once again, each and every one of you that are here today, you're all a part of the history of Sinte Gleska University. Be proud of that. Don't ever forget that. So at this time, we'll have a closing prayer with Lekshi Richard Mooskamp. Okay.
Oja, Petu Kudel, we talk on one of your Pia Galustam, so Chanke Mitako Yuha. We chose on in a walk you are still chak, or the Chanku Tiata Kagalab Hanawa, Da Yuska Oichak, or at Hunkasha Mitako Tona Hibla, not Yuha. O chose on in a walk, O Yusking hurt Hunkasha, a Wopidon Kinincha, or Hitchetu, Mitako.
With your permission, Ted, I would like to change our exit just a little bit. I'm going to ask for the honor guard to come and retrieve the staffs. Come and retrieve the staffs now at this time. College staff, student staff, American flag, tribal flag, the college flag. Line up the way you came in. Victor. Okay. Okay, now again, we'll have the flag song. We're going to abbreviate it just one time, okay? One time. And then we'll make that, you lead the students all around one circle again. Then when you get back here, you go back up the middle. The students, you make a circle around you as much as you can. Then we'll all come this way and shake hands with you. And we'll give you $100 bills and your graduation cards, okay? All right, so, bitakui pinaji po. Wapaholwa, kahit. Now we have the exit song. Once again, you're going to lead this, graduates around, and then you come back here, you go back out the middle, and the graduates, you continue on, make a circle here as much as you can. And the audience, you're going to come through, start on that side, and shake hands with everybody, okay? And we had the snacks and lunch this morning, so there's no lunch. We encourage you to go to Subway! Okay. Okay, Sydney, the presidents, all of our dignitaries, you fall in behind the honor guard. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Sydney Osloke, Miss Sinte Gleska University. Go, Ted. Go, Ted. Ted, you guys follow them out. Follow them out. Thank you to Sinte Gleska University Honor Guard. Up to la traca. Audience members, start on that side. Read all our graduates. They're all coming over there. Okay. All right. Congratulations, class of 2024. Now, all audience members, start on the east side, come across here, so we don't have a big collision in the middle here. And graduates, make sure to pick up your bling bag, your gift bags. Thank you to the world out there on www.sgu.com. Welcome. We hope you enjoyed our commencement exercises dedicated to Phil Baird. Everybody remember to vote in the national election. Vote in the national election. We need to get a good president in office. If there's anything you do, vote, 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 vote. Even if you don't belong to a party, get registered someplace and vote in a national election. Sure appreciate it. All right, to do it. Thank you, Red Leaf Singers. We'll see you at the powwow. 148th Annual Rosebud Sioux Tribal Fair is on this evening. I still have that pink earring up here too. Pierced earring, pink pierced earring.